So some people want to, I'm here with Papi, and some people want to hear my take and your take on the return of Brock Lesnar last night at SummerSlam 2025. What do you think about that, Papi?
Hoi hoi, everyone. I think it's a good thing that Lesnar is back. I mean, Lesnar has always brought excitement and fan interest back into wrestling. So for him to come back, I think it was a shocker, and yeah, I mean, nobody was expecting that at all. Correct?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, because he was involved in the Vince McMahon scandal, didn't think we'd ever see Lesnar again. They thought Lesnar was going to be washed out of history. They thought, we'd never see his face. But I know all the woke moralists on social media are like, oh, Lesnar is nefarious. Lesnar's a bad guy. But me personally, he's a legend. He's an MMA champ. He's intense. He's a badass. I'm a Lesnar fan. I'm happy to see him back. And his on-screen character, what he brings to the table, he's a living legend in the wrestling industry.
Oh, I agree. But you know what? You brought up, the Vince McMahon scandal and such.
Yeah.
But you know what? His name came up, or he was painted by somebody. Lesnar is involved. But I don't think there was any. I don't think anything ever came of that. I don't think there was any proof. I don't know for sure, but I don't know if there was any proof or anything that kind of linked Lesnar with that.
Just because there's no proof doesn't mean he's not going to be guilty in the eyes of the fans. Like, for example, the WWE hired him. The WWE is putting him back on TV and putting him in a featured role. It looks like he's going to feud with John Cena. But, do you think the fans could chant at him something like no means no and reject him because his name was brought up in the Vince McMahon scandal? I don't know. I hope not, because I think, Lesnar should be treated with respect. He's a legitimate badass. But you know how wrestling fans are. Look at his match with Bill Goldberg when they were both leaving at WrestleMania 20 and I guess 2004, at Madison Square Garden. Fans just rejected the match because, they knew he was leaving for football. And, just because, there's no evidence or just because, his name, it doesn't mean the fans aren't going to just boo him. Look at how they booed Hulk Hogan towards the end of his life, too,
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
But one would also think that since WWE decided to bring him back, if there was controversy that was linked to him, or that was proven that he did something nefarious,
they wouldn't hire him back if they had proof of anything nefarious. So on that note, I'm excited to see Brock Lesnar back. He's a living legend, one of my personal favorites, one of your personal favorites. It looks like they're doing the Cowboy Brock Lesnar gimmick, the fun-loving Brock, which everybody seems to love.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, Papi and I say, forget all the haters, forget all the people who say, oh, Brock Lesnar's nefarious, Papi and I, we're excited Brock Lesnar's back, right?
Oh, of course. Especially if they bring him back. I didn't see what he looked like last night, but you indicated that you did see pictures of him, and he was the Cowboy Brock Lesnar.
He was the Cowboy Brock Lesnar, and that's the Brock Lesnar we love. And I guess we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, but just one other thing.
Yeah.
You were talking about, are people going to boo him and stuff. Wrestling is a type of entertainment where it doesn't matter if you get booed or if you what's important is if the fans get involved with the character, whatever.
Yeah, you don't want no means no chance, or like
No.
like you're a nefarious whatever chant. But I hear what you're saying. It's better to get a reaction than complete silence and indifference. So we'll end there, all right?
All right, we'll do.
And that is what
What?
it is.